right now, without further ado, we have a brother who is so supportive of our community. He is Brother Delani from ADE Photographic Services. Awesome, awesome supporter of our community. Let's bring him on right now. Rise up, rise up.
I want to greet you, Sister Shanice, and greet the panelists. I greet you all, and I greet the African family in the honorable spirit of our great and mighty African ancestors. I want to thank you so much for this opportunity to address our people, and I want to send my revolutionary Pan-African solidarity greetings to our brothers and sisters in the Caribbean, particularly in Haiti and in St. Vincent, and all the others affected by the natural phenomenon, the weather phenomenon that's taking place, also from the unnatural phenomenon of imperialism, capitalism, and the ongoing neo-colonial forces in this world. I would like to say that I support the effort of the Asian people to liberate themselves, to organize against colonialism, and I would like to also extend a stern condemnation to the United States of America for the treatment, the inhumane and disrespectful and shameful treatment of our Haitian brothers and sisters and children and families who have tried to seek refuge in the United States of America. It's a shame, it's a disgrace, and I strongly condemn them. And I encourage all Pan-African, all revolutionary forces, all Africans of goodwill to condemn the imperialist policy of the United States of America. The treatment of our Haitian brothers and sisters is appalling, and I want to send our strongest condemnation for the action that's been taking place against our brothers and sisters. And I want to also further encourage our African nations and also the Caribbean nations to open up their doors, open up their banks to try to help the situation in Haiti and in St. Vincent, to send whatever they can to help to alleviate the condition that our brothers are under. And most of us on this panel, we know the history of Haiti. We know why Haiti is being punished. We know why Haiti is being treated the way they have been treated today, because Haiti had the audacity to resist white supremacy, to resist enslavement, to resist colonization. They have the audacity to be African. They have the audacity to be Black, the audacity to stand up for their freedom. And as a result, they've been punished for it. We know it's similar to the parish in Jamaica called St. Thomas. St. Thomas Parish, the people in that parish resisted all manner of entrapment and colonization, and as a result, that parish has been punished and become now what they call the poorest parish in Jamaica, because they resisted the most in Jamaica. So wherever you resist the most, you're going to be punished the most. And Haiti is that shining example of what African people can do when we get fed up enough to take action. And I wanted to send that warm revolutionary greetings to those people, my solidarity, and I will support them in any way I can. I want to thank you, my sister Shanice. I think my time is coming to an end. And I want to.
But right now, we're going to go over all the way to Ghana for our young leader, Kwame Gonza.
Thank you so much, Sister Shanice. Thank you for organizing this. I want to thank all the people who organized this function. It is indeed the great spirit of Africanism and the community that keeps us together. So it is indeed of great importance to always be concerned about the situation of the Africans around the world, all over, in every condition in which they are. This reminds me of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, who himself said that all people of African descent, whether they are in the North or South America, the Caribbean, or any part of the world, are Africans and belong to the African nation. So this spirit which the African diaspora have kept burning, the spirit of struggle, the spirit, of decisiveness, the resilience that has been kept, away from the continent. The people have kept fighting. This is the spirit which we desire that should, persist, because we are very, very close to victory. We are very, very close. We would like to, acknowledge the contribution that has been, made by Haiti. This is one of the reasons why we are here. I bring great greetings from the continent, Mother Africa. I'm in Ghana right now. Myself, I was born in Uganda, but I'm Uganda, East Africa, but I'm in West Africa right now. I consider myself a Pan-Africanist. I'm an African. My grandmother was born in Tanzania. I've been to Kenya, I've been to Sierra Leone, I've been all over this continent. So I consider myself, as Dr. Kwame Nkrumah said, that any town in Africa is his home. So Africa is my home. I'm not a Ugandan, I'm not a Ghanaian, but I'm an African, like each and every one of you. We will acknowledge the contribution which was made by Haiti in the liberation of the African people all over the world from slavery. That is indeed what we have come here to do. We have not come to only contribute because they are in a state of need or in a state of calamity. And when I say Haiti and the African diaspora, I mean all of them. We are talking about Barbados, St. Vincent, and all over. But at this moment, we will acknowledge the contribution made by Haiti and all the African diaspora in liberating the African people. This spirit continued on from the 18th century and went all the way to the later part of the 21st century, to the 20th and 21st century. We are talking about the stoppage of slavery, which happened in the later part of the 19th century, and then the later part of the 19th century when we got independence in Africa. All this struggle was waged by the African diaspora, and I want to encourage you, people in the diaspora, the Africans, to continue in the same spirit until we defeat neocolonialism and unify our continent. At this moment, we want to take the opportunity. We know all over the world, people are listening. We want to take the opportunity as Africans to condemn the actions of the United States, where it has been interfering in the affairs of Haiti and its ability to organize itself as a state and rule itself as a democratic republic. We want to condemn the actions of the United States, of the interference and the disturbance of the government and people of Haiti as they have been struggling continuously. We want to condemn we want to condemn the actions of the United States at the border, whereby the Haitian people have been mistreated and treated like slaves in this 21st century. They have been detained in Guantanamo Bay. Meanwhile, the United States has failed to recognize its role in destabilizing Haiti as a nation, as a sovereign state, to the extent that in 1914, Haiti was invaded by the United States under the president of the United States, and the gold of Haiti was seized from the central bank in Haiti, up to $500,000. in 1914. So we call upon the United States to return that amount of gold to Haiti. We want to condemn the actions of France, even today, which has refused to recognize its role in extorting money from Haiti for a very long time. And this has also continued to affect Haiti greatly, whereby Haiti cannot take care of itself, but it has been taking care of Europeans, especially the people in France. So all these imperial powers, the United States, France, all of them, we want to condemn them, and we call upon the African Union to stand tall, to stand as men and mobilize the continent and hold these countries accountable when they come to the African continent. They should be held accountable to whatever has happened to Haiti, whatever has happened to the African people outside, how they have been mistreated in their various countries. They should be held accountable. So we call upon the African Union to stand and mobilize the whole continent, and the leadership of the African Union and the leaders on the African continent. They should stop the indecent behavior of pleasing these countries because they are powerful and neglecting their own people, not only on the continent, but all around the world. We call upon the various Pan-African groups to come together and stand as organizations and defend the rights of the African people all around the world. With this, I'll end by saying that let each and everyone who has not contributed to this cause of appreciating, in this case, Haiti and St. Vincent for the work they have contributed towards the other African people, let them do so for this organization that has been done, led by Sister Shanice and others. Those who have already contributed but feel that they should contribute a second time, let them do so, so that our people can be taken care of, not because whatever we are sending there is enough, but it shows the spirit of brotherhood. The mere showing of the spirit of brotherhood can make them, can help them to live longer other than us neglecting them. So I want to thank you all, and I thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Brother Kwame Gonza. Let's give some high fives to Brother Kwame in the chat. And